Welcome back, everyone. It's nice to see you. Please sit down. Being this the first class of the week, we are going to start on a project, which by now we should be able to do with all our language that we have acquired throughout the classes from September till December, and all our grammar points. So today we're going to start with a lovely story. I don't know if you've all heard it. It's called Four Weddings and a Funeral. I'm sure that a lot of you have heard at least of it. It's a comedy movie, English movie, and it's obviously about four weddings and a funeral. It's an easygoing book, and it's got lovely humor for us to get into how to understand sentences with double meanings, witty sentences, and so on. This book, it's obviously it's been summarized to our level. It's been put into our level, and it comes with a CD. And if you don't have a CD player because you are from this century, you can download it onto an MP3, right? So it's super easy in terms of having it handy, having it at hand at any time you need it. As you can see, I have sent you our lesson plan for these, let's say, 3 weeks. Every class I'm gonna send you a new lesson plan on what we're gonna be doing with our lovely book. Yes. So what are the objectives of this lesson? The objectives are: one, to be able to read, to get into reading, right? To choose obviously books of our level, or maybe a level higher. Whoever feels brave enough and wants to work on increasing the vocabulary and exploring new grammar points, obviously you're more than welcome. You have my email, you have my cell phone number, where you can send me a WhatsApp with questions or an audio, right? And I can always help you, as long as obviously it's at normal working hours, not at 2 o'clock in the morning when you guys are reading and I'm sleeping. Great. So the objectives again is to be able to read a book and be able to talk about that book. In today's class, it will be, our objective is to read a bit of the book and be able to summarize what we've read, and then for you to be able to understand the language level that it's our target, right? It's at our target. For those of you who have a CD player, here's the CD. As I've told you before, you can buy this book. Well, most of you bought it online, and it's brought you the CD with the MP3, right? Okay, and then what are the materials we're going to be using today in class? It's obviously our book, yes, our dictionary online, which you all can access through your iPad, and as well with our iPad, we're going to be looking at the trailer. I'm going to first play the trailer, yes. You guys are going to listen to the introduction, and then, yes, we can watch it again, and you will do it on your own iPad, right? So for now, I'm going to play it myself for everybody, and then you can all watch it on your iPad. And once we finish with the trailer, I'm going to show you how to get onto word reference online and how to use the audio. Yes, when you search a word, most of the time, I'm not saying that it's always, but most of the time, you have the audio, and sometimes it even gives you the option to hear it in British English or American English, which is a great help. Yes, so sometimes, we're going to be looking at words from our word list at the end of the book. Yes, the key vocabulary that we will be focusing on. Yes, and we're gonna start by looking at this word list. You guys are going to look at it. You're gonna search for it in word reference. You're gonna type it in, and most likely it'll give you the option to listen to how it's said, how it's pronounced. So I want you to do that as many times as you need, because I want you to get the sound, get the pronunciation correctly. If needs be, you can write how you pronounce it. Yes? I'm from Argentina, I speak Spanish. So when I learned English, what I did was I got a word and I wrote it in my language how it sounds to me. Yes? So like nice. For me, nice, it's written N-I-C, but for me, it sounded like N-A-I-S. Yes? Nice. But that's because of the sounds of Spanish. And I think it's actually quite helpful at the beginning, but you'll see that once you know what the word means and you actually look how it's spelled, you're not gonna need it anymore. So for now, as an introduction to this new vocabulary that somewhat might be a bit hard to grasp the sound, I suggest that you use word reference as your help, or even Google Translate. Not for translating, but